But in terms of journalists and journalism, our craft, what are the lessons learned here? Well, from CNN's perspective, number one, have a 24-hour operation away from the epicenter. For us, that was Manila, and by having that operation Manila, that gave us a guarantee that we could offer a constant live presence, which was very important, especially in the first 24 and 48 hours after the storm hit. And what we've learned since then from talking to people at the U.S. military or the World Bank, relief agencies, they're watching CNN and they're trying to figure out what their response should be. And the first 24 to 48 hours, that's very critical when we were waiting to activate our teams in Tacloban City, or when those Tacloban City colleagues were not ready to go on air because of a power generator issue, what have you. At least we could still power and keep the story on thanks to the Manila operation.
They had no radar. All they were relying on was radioing planes when they came within range of their meager 10 miles. And here there was supposedly a relief effort. And the entire day they only had 6 small propeller planes. But what was interesting was that one of them told me that actually, and actually 2 of them told me, the U.S. had a truck ready to go with a mobile air traffic control system, but couldn't bring it into Tacloban because they did not have a signed letter from the Philippine government. And I had a sat phone. I was lucky to be one of the few with a sat phone. So I emailed a detailed description of all of this to my colleagues at the who cover the Pentagon. And we also put it up on the web at the top of the front page. And within several hours, the Pentagon got the Philippine government's letter, and they had the truck there by dawn, or shortly after dawn the next morning. You couldn't do any air operations after dark. And they brought in lighting, and they went from 6 flights that day to 40 relief flights the next. So it really, there was a tremendous need for information in this situation.